Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Speed Builds Monday. Yeah, it's Speed Build Monday. I have to apologize that I didn't get a Speed Build Sunday up yesterday. I know, my whole schedule's been out of whack right now with finals. It'll be back to normal hopefully soon. I was originally going to upload on Sunday, but I made the build, I recorded the build, and then I had it all ready in Movie Maker, and I was like, I just have to voice over. I'll wait to do that tomorrow. In the meantime, let me go record something else. And so when I went to record something else, I was like, oh, let me get rid of some of my footage I don't need that's been sitting here taking up space. So in that process, I also deleted the footage for the build that was supposed to be up yesterday. Yes, yesterday. It's been a challenge. This week has been a challenge, but that's okay. We're all good. We're golden. We're Gucci. Speaking of Gucci, which is a fancy luxury item, I decided for this week's speed build, I would make a Glamorous Tiny Home, which I was building it and my sister looked at me and she's like, that's not a tiny home. And I was like, it's kind of tiny. It's like a cute little apartment. To be honest, this is like a good little apartment-sized house. Of course, you could just put this on your lot and then not bulldoze, but get rid of all the furniture, because that's what makes this house so expensive, is all the furniture. I wanted this house to just exude wealth, I wanted it to just be super over-the-top glamorous. So there's 3 major packs working here. There's clearly the Get Famous, and then there's also Vintage Glamour and the party stuff, the luxury party stuff. Those are the 3 packs that are working the most. And then you do have some other packs here and there. There's a good mix of packs. But I don't think there's vampires. I feel like I said that, but now I'm thinking, yeah, the counters are a vampire pack, or from the vampire pack, so yeah, there's just a good mix of things. I thought this was a really cute house when I was done with it, I was building it, and I was just so into it, this is, if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't build a house this tiny, because why would you want a tiny house if you have a whole bunch of money? But I would definitely style it like this. OTT, over the top. For sure, there's no doubt in my mind this is exactly how I'd furnish it. Because it's kind of like Trump Tower. If you've seen what Trump's house looks like, or his penthouse, if you've seen what Trump's penthouse looks like, or if you're a fan of, before she passed away, rest in peace, Joan Rivers, their apartments are gold. Literally gold. So yeah, that's exactly how I'd furnish my wealthy dream house. If I had I have many dream houses, I have a beach dream house, and I have I'm basically Barbie. I have all of these perfect dream houses. I have my standard dream house, which is, as I've preached before on this channel, a 4-bedroom, I can't speak right now. 4-bedroom, here we go, 3-bathroom house with a white picket fence, detached house in the backyard, and if I live in California, pool, because it gets really hot. Yes. So that is my dream house. I don't know when it's coming, but that's what I want. Hopefully I get it soon. Wow, I sound so spoiled. So as you can see, the front of the exterior and the interior do not match. I started with this modern look, which would have looked so good. It was on its way to looking good. And here we go. This is when I changed it, and I decided we're going to go over the top. We're not holding back on anything. We're putting water fountains. We're putting shrubbery, sculpted lamb shrubs, bushes, what are they called? Art. This is the moment where I changed this whole build and I made it amazing. And I was really tapped into the potential of this build, because there's a lot of potential. There was a lot of potential, and I made it amazing. Now, did I landscape and then go back inside to furnish? I don't remember. I filmed this last night, so I feel like I should remember. But it's okay. I have some stories to tell you because, like I said, I was going to like record this for you, but then I didn't because I deleted the footage. But I had like a list of things to talk about. I had a final. I was thinking about talking about the final that was coming up. So I had my final. It went very well. I had a group project. And I hate group projects because either two things happen. I become detached from the group and I do not do a whole bunch of work, or I become too attached to the group project and I become a little dictator. I remember, this was a few years ago, I had a group project, and so like I put myself in charge and I was the dictator. Dictator Dylan came out, and I remember it was the weekend, so I texted my group to make sure like everyone was doing their thing, like all the jobs I assigned people, they were doing it. And I texted this kid, I don't know what his name is, so I'll name him Jose. And so I was like, hey Jose, did you like do the PowerPoint? I believe he was supposed to do the PowerPoint. And he said, oh no, I was in the hospital with my grandma all weekend. So I looked at him and I said, so you didn't do it? And I was so mean. This is all, of course, before I decided to become a better person, because I was on a path to being the devil. Not even the devil, just like super mean to people. And that's not fair to anybody. Just because I'm sassy, I can also be mean and get away with it? No. That's not nice or fair. Yeah. So I had my group project, and I was so ready. Like, I memorized my slides, because we all had like 2 slides each. So I like memorized my slides, and I was like ready. And I was like, I don't even need to make flashcards, note cards for this. Like, my group made note cards and things, and they were like ready. And I was like, no, I got this in the bag. I know what I'm talking about. I have this memorized. I got to class, we started the presentation. I was like the second to go. Completely everything flew out of my mind. I could not remember a single thing. It was so embarrassing. I was the only one in my group who did not have cards. So, and didn't memorize it. So, well, I memorized it, but it just like escaped. So I was like super caught off guard, and I just read directly off of the screen. It was bad. It was like really, really bad, like really, really bad. I was so like embarrassed, and and nobody likes to feel embarrassed, but I hate being embarrassed. It was just so, that never happens to me. I'm usually super comfortable in front of people, and like I can talk to like complete strangers. Oh my gosh, speaking of complete strangers. Okay, I just went to breakfast a few minutes ago. And I got my breakfast and then came home and started recording this. I embarrassed myself at the place. So it's kind of like a deli, but they also serve breakfast. So the woman in front of me was ordering her food. And so I was waiting behind her. And so she had her baby, and she put the baby on the counter, and the baby kept sliding off. So she the baby did not slide completely off the counter, but it would like start to fall off the counter. So she would always catch him and like adjust him. At one point, I was so nervous that the baby was gonna fall off that the baby started sliding off again, and I reached for her baby. And that, you should never touch a baby if it's not yours. But I tried to touch this baby, and the woman turned around and looked at me, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I saw the baby sliding, and she was like, no, that's okay. But I was so embarrassed because I almost touched somebody's baby, and it's, again, not mine. I looked at my phone the entire time. I tried very hard not to like make eye contact with her because I was so embarrassed. It was, Oh, words can't even describe how embarrassed I was. This is just a video about, like, how I embarrassed myself in the past few days. Oh my gosh. But I hope you guys have a great day, and you do not have, like, embarrassing moments like that like I do, because I don't wish being embarrassed upon my worst enemies. Not that I have any enemies. Even, like, the friends that I had who, like, turned their backs on me, I wouldn't call them my enemies. They have their things. There's something going on. I don't know. And you know what? It's totally okay. To each their own. They decided I wasn't going to be their friend. I was hurt for a second, but it's fine. I found other people who like me more. And that's that. Wow, that got, like, really deep. This is always a roller coaster. I never know what I'm going to talk about. I sit here and then I just start spewing garbage from my mouth. Basically, I just, like, talk about my life, which I'm really good at. I'm so good at talking about myself. But I never come into, like, voiceover speed builds knowing what I'm going to talk about. I know I'm going to talk about the build a little bit, but it's not like I want to talk about every single aspect of the build. I don't find that interesting. Even, like, other people, when I watch them, I like stories. I like story time. Like, that's why I love Little Simsy, because she has her stories. Sometimes they're cute. Sometimes I just put it, like, I set my phone down and listen to it like a podcast. Yeah. Well, I am getting really close to the end of the video. I hope you like this video, and I hope you like the build. If you want to download this build, it is under the in the gallery under the name Glamorous Tiny Home. Let me know what you think. If you want to see any specific builds be done, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to create any builds or characters or something for a Let's Play of mine, feel free to do so and tag it in the gallery with the hashtag DillysSims. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I'll catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.